and welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we finished up Day 2 and saved the lives of Midori and Keisuke. Keisuke was obviously pretty appreciative of that, because he was fully intending to die in that battle. This time around, we're going to be starting off Day 3, and we have quite the conundrum that's going to be looming over us for the remainder of the day. An immortal demon is going to be summoned, and based on our death clocks, which are now sitting at a comfortable 0, we can probably presume that demon has something to do with it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Why don't we load up, go into Day 3, and check out the Laplace Mail.
Morning, guys. I don't know how to feel about the fact that I'm getting used to sleeping in shelters.
Yeah, plus, if we don't get out of Tokyo, we're facing our second Judgment Day.
I wish I could forget about that, but I know. I have to face it.
We have to do everything we can. Come what may, we're gonna make it out alive. Ah, looks like today's Laplace Mail is here.
Alright, let's take a look at it. Good morning! Here is today's news. At 1800 hours in Minato-ku Aoyama Cemetery, Beldr the Immortal will be revived. Over 300 casualties will be affected. Yeah, nice day.
What the? 300 victims? No way!
Beldr! That's the demon's boss. He's finally here. It'll happen at Aoyama Cemetery. We'd better remember that.
Alright, so, probably our best bet is to get out of here, but remember, Beldr is immortal, so if we see him, period, it's probably a good idea to run.
Yeah, at least that's what the demons say. What are we supposed to do?
Let's look for a way out of the lockdown until sunset. We don't have much time.
Yeah, I really don't want to die here. Let's run away as fast as we can.
Sorry, am I interrupting anything?
Oh, Keisuke, what's up?
I've been looking for you three.
What's up, man? What do you want?
Well, something's come up. It's about Midori. Letting her have a comp may have been a mistake.
Go on, although since we saw that event last night, we do already know what he's talking about.
Okay, she started saying she's going to use the comp to help people out. We let her have the comp so she could protect herself against demons, but
She's going out on her own and picking fights. Is her death clock even lower?
you figured it out. Ever since she started saying that, her death clock decreased.
Huh?
I told her to give up the comp, but she wouldn't listen.
But Midori hasn't grouped up with anyone, right? Shouldn't she be able to see her own death clock?
Right, but she doesn't even realize that's what the number above her head means. I tried to explain it to her, but she won't listen at all. At this rate, she will die tomorrow. That's why I want you to help me convince her somehow.
What should we do? It's your call.
Oh, come on. Well, this is a group here. What do you guys want to do?
It's nice of you to consider us, but it's cool. Abandoning a friend is just wrong. Let's help him out, okay?
Thanks. I'm really glad I got to know you guys. I'll register my comp with yours to become an official member of your group.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you do see our clocks here.
What do you mean?
He's talking about our death clock readout. You did see our death clock, right?
Oh yes, I did. What about it?
What about it? We're gonna die today! And you're still gonna...
Funny, isn't it? I ran from you once, but now I'm trusting you with my life. But I've come to understand something. A little, anyway.
What did you realize?
I admire your strength. The way you chase life while protecting others' lives. Instead of running away for the lack of that, I want to live a better life.
Keisuke.
Keisuke joins your party.
I'm one of you now. Let's do our best.
Alright, right on, my man. We've got a new ally, a new human team leader.
Of course. I'll do my best to prove useful. The death clock function disappeared. Just as I thought.
Yep, it seems the death clock can only be seen by a group's leader.
Indeed. I'd heard about it, but this is my first time actually experiencing it. You're well informed, just as I expected. No wonder you were able to cheat death.
Well, despite our resources, we're still at 0.
I'll do what I can to survive and rescue Midori in the process.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned Midori's death clock had gone down, but what's it say now?
As soon as Midori swore to help people, her death clock ran down to 2. That means it's down to 1 today. But she has no idea.
So, we'll do what we can, but we do have to be mindful of our own death clock reading.
Thanks.
Yeah, just don't forget, we're scheduled to die today. If that happens, we can't do anything about Midori tomorrow.
I absolutely understand that. We'll make surviving today our priority for now. But if you do come across Midori, please remember to try and convince her. If she changes her mind, it might help to increase the readout on her death clock.
Hey, Keisuke, why are you so worried about her anyways? Wait, don't tell me. Oh, so that's how it is.
It's not that at all. It's just, well, I'm...
Just what, huh?
No, really, it's not that. I didn't stop Midori from taking the comp. And then I taught her how to use it. Because of what I did, she doesn't have long to live. I wanted to save her, but at this rate, she'll die. And it'll be my fault.
Huh. Well, that sounds like a reason you'd come up with. So, let's get moving. What's the plan?
Let's look for a way out, and then hopefully we can convince Midori to go along with us.
Right, we need to find a way out before this Beldr guy resurrects. Then we can look for Midori and the others and all leave the lockdown together.
Alright, so starting today off... Hey, what's this? A suspicious man, eh? Angels are useless. Even if they trust in humanity, it'll soon turn corrupt again. Humanity only exists to betray God's hopes. What's with that guy? Talking about angels and humans? Isn't he human himself? You recall that the man had no death clock. He may have been a demon. Interesting. But occasionally, when looking around areas, you'll see little blue events like that indicate dialogue scenes you can see that do not advance time. And there's a couple of these tied to other events, so pretty nice when you get to see those. So, starting today off, it's very, very important that you hit up the free battles. Particularly, you want to go to the free battles in Shinjuku, because the enemies get a serious bump in effectiveness and danger here. As you can see, we are facing down a ton of Gyodus. Over here, we've got Pyrojacks, and over here, just another Yukijuro, but she also has a Saparna, so she can move in quickly, so... We're going to approach this in a bit of a unique way, starting out, so let me see. We want to get Mabufu, because it's right here. Let me see. Just thinking about how I want to approach this. Okay. And, yeah, actually, we're just going to do that for right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Yuzu come out here. We're going to have myself deploy. You cannot start a free battle until you deploy the main character. And let's see. Yuzu's already set up with Fire Dance. Don't need Tobu here. He'd actually be disadvantageous for us to have in the party. Let me think. I want to get out the strongest thing that I have available. Yes, okay. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to dispatch, and we're going to have Yuzu rush that Yukijuro. And we're going to take it out, learn Mabufu, and then immediately retreat. So check this out. We're going to spam Fire Dance, and Tailwind will ensure that we get the first strikes here. Use Force Dance from Saparna, because that's the best attacking option we have here. And, okay, get these things taken out. They're pretty potent with their magic, so be mindful of that. Okay, good thing that she did not use Mabufu there, because, of course, Talak is not resistant to that. And just use the best we can to completely annihilate them. There we go. Alright, Yuzu gets a good bit of experience there, and we get Mabufu. So I'm not going to set that right now, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat real quick. And remember, there is no penalty for just retreating from free battles after you accomplish your goal. We're going to refresh the free battle. Okay, so the other formation that can potentially be in this battle is that a Pyrojack will be right next to you, and you can use Ice and Ice Magic to take him out. Also, we got Keisuke. I'll go over him in a little bit, But other skills that we can pick up are Maragi and Fire Boost, which is especially useful. So I'm gonna get these skills, and I'm also gonna show you a really good setup for taking this fight out really easily. So give me a moment here. Alright, so I've gotten set up with the skill cracks that I want to get. I've picked up Maragi and Mabufu, and I'm going to show you a way to clear this battle very effectively and rack up a ton of Maka really quick for all the fusion that we want to do today. Before I get into that, I just want to draw attention to Keisuke here. We finally got a 4th team leader, so we can dispatch up to 4 units now. That's not going to matter too much in the immediate or right away, but it is important to keep in mind. Keisuke is a magic agility focused character. His lowest stat is vitality, and he has pretty low natural HP growth, but his magic and agility grow basically in equal proportion to each other, with a slight preference on agility. His agility will always be like 1 to 2 points higher than his magic, and he has mediocre strength. I'm not a huge fan of Keisuke personally. I don't think he's very good. He just is not that strong, in my opinion, but he's decent enough. As you can see, he also has a speed of 55, so he suffers much less turn delay from taking actions, particularly if he teamed up with a Genma demon like Talak, and he'll always go first in your turn order, so far. But let me show you the strategy I'm going to employ for grinding out the free battle, and just in case anything disastrous happens, I'm going to make a save here. I'm also going to draw attention to a specific demon that we're going to want to work towards fusing. So let's just take a look at this right here. Tyrant King Frost. And I'll go over why, although as you can see, he's a pretty potent demon. But we definitely want to be able to fuse this guy, and there is a specific reason tied not to his combat abilities, but to his race skill. So first order of business, let's finally quit with all the chatter. Let's deploy into the free battle. And heading into here, what you absolutely want to make sure you have is, more than anything, a Snake-type demon. This will allow you to consistently go first on defense and do really well against the demons here. You want to be set up with Maragi and Mabufu, because the demons that we're dealing with are mostly going to be weak to those skills there. We've also got Nekomatas to concern ourselves with, but they're not anything too threatening. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to solo dispatch. Actually, just in case anything bad happens, probably a good idea to dispatch Atsuro, but he's just going to sit in the back. If I happen to get unlucky in an encounter and just get destroyed, then Atsuro can just retreat and we can leave the battle with no problem. Once I get strong enough and I'm sure I can consistently survive fights, I'm not going to worry too much about having somebody to retreat for us, but for right now, probably better safe than sorry. Alright, let's let everything close in. Okay, let's have Atsuro stay here. Just make sure we're at the edge of the range of everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit right here and let all these demons approach. Oh, you know, I forgot to set up skill cracks. Not a huge deal, but I probably should have been more mindful of that. But I just wanted to get right into showing off my strategy here. So I let them approach, and then we just counterfire with... oh, geez. We counterfire with all our high-powered magic skills here. As you can see, those... oh dear, I wasn't paying attention to that. Those, what is it? Those ailment skills do have priority, so they do end up going before some of our moves, even with the initiative bonus, but that isn't a huge deal. It's a good idea to have anti-curse to prevent that kind of thing from causing problems. Alright, so we don't have enough MP to engage in too many fights, but do have enough to take out that one. Okay, so I want to increase my strength here. Remember, we want to hit 8 strength, and we're going to get through that, or get to that threshold soon enough. Here we've got paralysis introduced for the first time. Evasion of attacks or physical skills specifically is lowered by 25%, and I forget what the exact chance is, but there is a slight chance that your character will get stunned and be unable to move. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to defend here because we don't really have great damage against this one. And we're going to retreat shortly because we are starting to get overwhelmed. But once I hit level 22, I'll be able to fuse King Frost, and this will be less of an issue. Remember, by not killing certain enemies, we can create blockades because enemies cannot occupy the same space. Alright, let this go. Nothing too bad there. Here comes another one. And then Atsuro's turn will come up, and I'll just retreat. Let me see here. Alright, don't have enough to really seriously put in any damage here, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, never mind. Let's just use the Maragi, I guess. And have them both attack the same Yuki Shioru. Alright, so finished up that battle. Now that it's our turn again, let's just retreat, get out of this. And I'm going to do these free battles until I get a good amount of Maka and all the skills that I want to crack, so let me cut ahead a little bit. Alright, so I was just checking the Devil Auction here, and we've gotten enough of a rating that on day 3 we are able to upgrade our membership status to Gold status. This will give us access to a whole new slew of demons, and in fact, to keep getting stronger and better demons, you do need to upgrade your membership. So we're gonna make this payment right now. And you can change auction tiers by pressing L and R. So, as you can see, we can buy Hekets outright now, plus Talaks. I actually do want to get a Heket eventually, but not right now, not right now. But as you can see, some pretty good stuff available for us to buy. We can also buy Wendigo, but I'd rather fuse one of my own. I just wanted to draw attention to that because I was just searching the auction hall for some specific demons to make a particular fusion. So, back to getting the skills from free battle. Alright, so it took a little bit of doing, but I finally got the components I wanted to fuse King Frost, as well as the requisite level needed to do so. So, we actually want to fuse off Thor, and I got a Jaki Ogun for this. Now, honestly, it would be better to have an Ogre, but to my surprise, I actually did not have an Ogre registered, and the Devil Auction is not refreshing at the moment, so I had to settle for this guy. Ogre would have been preferable, because I would have been able to more easily get levels for him. Remember, experience is scaled, so low-level demons level up very fast when killing significantly higher-level demons, like the ones available in the free battles right now. Fusing Thor with any Jackie-type demon will result in King Frost being fusible, so let's refresh this a few times, see if we can't get a magic 12 here. If we can't, that's not a huge deal. There we go, that's what I want to see. And we'll throw Berserk on him just for some extra coverage, as well as Agi, though eventually I'll be swapping that out with Maragi. But the reason I was so hopeful of getting this guy, and let's put Night Soul onto him, is because of his race skill. So let's get this fusion finished up. And here is Tyrant King Frost. This guy will be lasting us for quite some time. Now, let me just segue into a free battle real quick. Alright, so here we are in a free battle, and as you can see, I am flying completely solo. This might seem foolhardy, but, well, let's just get into a fight here and see why this is not a problem at all. Tyrant-type demons have the Tyranny race skill, and this skill has two effects. The less important effect is that it increases the amount of turn delay that you generate for enemies when you attack them, going on offensive against them. But the other effect that it has, which is way more prudent to us, also I've got Fire Boost from the Pyrojacks, making those Maragis really potent. See this? We restore MP based on how much damage we deal to the enemies in an encounter. So now we, as long as we deal good damage, are getting MP back for every attack that we launch. And the more MP we have, the more damage we deal, the more we're gonna get back. And with a Snake-type demon giving us the initiative bonus in fights here, I can easily just go through all these fights with a single character. I'm going to clean up these fights with myself, because the experience will leak to our other team leaders and they'll level up as well. And if I'm getting levels, that means we'll be able to fuse more and more demons, and we're going to have quite a few to work with. Also, one thing that I'm looking to get is we want a Magnetite Overload so that we can get Maragi onto King Frost. Sounds a little ironic, but it'll be very useful to have him throwing out high-powered Maragis also. So let me take care of that, get all the skills, and I'm also going to do a bit more fusion to get some key demons, so see you in a bit. Alright, I have officially done all the free battles that I need to do, and as you can see, the demons were quite the level hike compared to what was available for us to fight in free battles on the previous day, so you do end up gaining quite a bit of experience. Not a big fan of how over-leveled you become doing these battles, but hey, I'm probably not going to be doing any more for a while, so it eventually will even out. The levels actually hike among the enemies pretty considerably today. Now, we have a lot of fusion to go over now that all that is taken care of. Of course, we've already fused King Frost, but that is not the star of the hour. First order of business, we've unlocked the Demon Compendium. Now, we can view the Compendium to pull any demons that we've previously owned out of it for a nominal fee. I used this to get the Ogun that I was using earlier because one was not available in the auction hall and it wasn't refreshing. The other thing we can do is we can register demons within our party to overwrite the entries that we have, and going forward, any demon that you've been making serious use of, I highly, highly recommend that you register them in the compendium, because you never know when you're going to find a demon you want to fuse where you can pull something for a relatively decent price out of the compendium to create a component for it and enjoy a bunch of fusion inheritance. Using the compendium, smart usage of it, will allow you to create really, really powerful demons. So let's get all of our strong demons registered, get demons that have good fusion skills for us, and let me see, I'm gonna register the best Garm we have, which, let's see, I know one of them has Berserk. This one, yeah, we'll register this guy, not that Lilim. Let's see, we'll register this Tobiu, register our Angel, and anything else that I want to register? We'll register this Harry Jack? Yeah, this one is the best one to register. There we go. Got a whole bunch of demons registered, so now we're not going to be hurting too much when I fuse some of our good stuff off. So, I have some particular fusions I want to make. Fortunately, I was able to buy a couple Toki demons from the Devil Auction. Sadly, not any better than normal ones that have stats that could potentially be inherited, but we want to fuse 2 Tokis so that we can create a Flamus. Flamus comes pre-packaged with Maragi and Fire Boost, 2 very good skills at this point in the game. And since it's the element tied to the Toki fusion, we can use it to rank up Goki, and the reason, or not Goki, Gozuki. And the reason I want to rank him up is because we can create Mezuki. Mezuki will now have access to Maragi, he'll have access to Fire Boost, and he'll have access to Berserk. And as you can see, he has pretty decent magic, so he'll be able to put in some good work once he levels up enough to learn Mazio and Elect Boost. So this is a pretty good demon to fuse at this point in the game. Let's make him. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, let's take a look at our fusion options in the search engine here. Oh, got it set to Tyrant earlier because I was just looking at the stuff that would let me fuse King Frost up. And our demon fusion options have expanded considerably now that my level is 25. So many things are available to us. Some notable ones, Kikuri Hime is a really good one. So let me see here. We can fuse up Makara and Angel to get her. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that. And another one that I'd like to make is Pendragon. Look at that strength stat for this stage of the game. So let's see. We can make him by fusing up a Garm and an Avian. Or, we got any better options here? I'll search the auction hall to see if we got any better options, but let's start with Kikuri Hime. Makara has had a good run, but I think he's going to be a lot more valuable by fusing him up to make a Kikuri Hime at this point. And once we have Pendragon, we'll have a superior snake at our disposal. So let's get Kikuri Hime, and we're just going to refresh this fusion until we get some good magic inheritance. Let's see, 17. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We'll fuse her with, Force Dance or Elect Dance. We'll go with Force Dance. As you can see, Kikuri Hime is our first access to the Medea spell once she levels up enough, and she'll have access to Rekarm, so some pretty good stuff there. And let me see, do we have any good antis here? No. So instead, we'll just go with life bonus, mana bonus. She already nullifies curse, so anti-curse is useless. Give her plus mute just for some extra coverage there. Thank you so much for your help, Makara. Your service was much appreciated. There we go. And I'm just going to go over my fusion options for making Pendragon real quick. Just another transition. Alright, after a serious fusion drive, we are set to really tear some stuff up at this point in the game. As you can see, I got a pretty potent Pendragon here. Unfortunately, I had to fuse off my Garm in order to get Berserk onto him, the one that I registered, and I didn't have enough Maka to pull that Garm back out of the compendium, so I just bought a cheap one. This one's just going to be used for getting into position, so yeah, he'll serve his purpose. He'll serve his purpose. We've also, of course, got the Kikuri Hime and the Mezuki that I fused. We've also got a Pyrojack that, by fusing a Wendigo with a Heket, you can get anti-ice onto it and nullify its ice weakness. I would have liked to do a fusion change fusion chain involving a Flamus to also get a fire boost onto him, but unfortunately we just don't have the money for that at this point, and I feel like I'm too over-leveled already, so it's not a huge deal that we weren't able to get that. There are some other notable demons that we can fuse at this point, like Yuki Gyoru, who has really good magic, but I feel like this is good enough for now. If I feel like I need to do any lineup changes, then I will do so. Right now, though, we just need enough Garms to get everybody into position. We'll eventually pick up one for Keisuke also. These Hairy Jacks are probably going to be gotten rid of soon. Got a few junk demons that are just taking up space in the roster that I'll eventually get rid of, but I'm not in any hurry to do any more fusing at the moment. With all that preparation work done, and believe me, that actually took a while. There's like 40 minutes of this recording that I'm gonna have to cut out. We can now start checking out events for today. So let's go and see what Shoji has to say. I'm just gonna do a quick save state real quick, just in case the Honda event is locked off to us. Alright, did that. Now let's see what Shoji has to say for this morning.
Oh, it's you. You're still here? I thought you already escaped through the tunnel.
Huh? Oh, about that, tell her.
I'm afraid we had some unwanted guests at the tunnel.
Even that was blockaded? Just goes to prove the tunnel is connected to the outside.
Seriously, it was bad. The monsters attacked us too.
Monsters? What kind of monsters?
Huh? Well, they were like something from another world.
I get it. You're talking about demons, aren't you?
Huh? How did you know?
I got attacked too. Bang! In the middle of the street.
Wow! I'm surprised you made it out safe.
Yeah, so am I. It was like something out of a horror flick. Jaws wide open. But then this young hipster came to the rescue. He told me all about these demons. He apparently runs a bar in Omotesando, but man, he was smoking hot.
Young hipster? Is she talking about Jin?
What's this? You know the guy? Oh, he was kick-ass!
Well, we might know him, but going back to the demon thing, what actually happened?
Huh? Oh, that's when I realized the tip I got wasn't a hoax. This lockdown must all be to keep those demons from getting out. It was a sight to see, though. Demons pouring out, fighting each other before my eyes. That's when that barkeep guy came out and drove away the demons. He was so take charge that even my old heart skipped a beat.
It did. I see. So that's what happened.
If I ever run into him again, I plan on grilling him for some details. I don't have proof yet, but the government's plan must be to keep all the demons inside.
You might be right.
In any case, I'm glad we're both safe.
Alright, do you know anything about Beldr, since you've been made aware of demons?
What?
Oh, Miss Shoji, have you heard any stories about an immortal demon?
An immortal demon? Nope, I haven't heard anything.
Anything at all will help. You really don't know?
Nah, it's useless. I was an econ major. What do I know about myths or demons? If I hadn't seen what happened with my own eyes, I'd never have believed it.
Oh, I see.
Well, thanks for your help anyway. Got anything else you want to let us in on?
Apart from that? I did just hear an odd rumor. Some say the world is going to end soon. Heard anything about that one?
I have an idea, although I doubt you'd get it.
Oh, is that so?
You think it's related to everyone's death clock?
I don't know. There's no telling right now.
If you don't mind, could you tell us more about that?
Of course I don't mind. Let's see. The rumor is that the world will perish in 4 days. With all this chaos going on, I can see how a rumor like that would start. But what's strange is, most people don't know it. Only people with comps like you. And that's all I know about that. I still don't know enough about all this. I'm going to keep an ear out, so fingers crossed that we'll see each other alive again. See you later.
Keisuke, you said no one had longer than 4 days on their death clock, right?
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not the only one with access to the death clock who noticed.
Hey, is the world really going to end in 4 days?
I don't know about that, but people in the Yamanote Circle have at most 4 days left. After that, something bad happens in the lockdown, like demons killing everyone. 4 days and that's it. What can we do?
So, looks like Shoji has kept her ears to the ground and has clued in on some pretty major details at this point. She is well aware of the situation involving demons, and has clued in that comp users seem to be tied to the events going on. Funnily enough, our characters didn't really seem to notice that she had put two and two together with comp users and the end of the world theory. Anyway, we've got another couple of events we can check out here. Let's go see the Honda event now. Actually, is this... I'm wondering if this is the one from yesterday. Hold on, let me make another save state. With how much Yuzu wanted to tell us about her family, I'm getting paranoid about these.
Hello there. We meet again.
Oh, by the way, did you find a place where...
There were soldiers everywhere.
Okay, yeah, this is just the one from yesterday. So let's reload our state and check out the other event. There we go. Sorry, I always get a little... it's not exactly organic reloading these events in Citra. But here, let's go to the Akasaka Tunnel event now.
What is this place?
It's a place we can get out from.
Oh, are you looking for the secret tunnel that normal cars can't enter?
Wow, you've heard of it too, Keisuke? You're right. We heard it connects to the subway, which means we might be able to get out from there.
I see. You're right. If not many people know about it, it might be lightly guarded.
Is that how it works? It was close yesterday. We thought we were gonna get shot. But that could have been a coincidence, so it's worth another try.
As you continue through the highway tunnel, you see someone ahead. The figure readies its gun and points it at you.
Halt! One false move and I will shoot to kill.
Whoa, 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 hold on a minute. Don't shoot.
I already know you've been controlling demons. Now hurry up and send them away. It's your fault so many lives are in danger.
Yeesh, you're making us some serious assumptions there. We would if we could.
Huh? What do you mean? You're not the ones who summoned the demons?
And we're victims here too. Sure, we have comps, but we're just using them to stay alive.
That's right. We fought demons lots of times and helped out whoever we could.
The Shomonkai made those comps, correct? Are you members of the Shomonkai?
You explain you're unaffiliated with the Shomonkai and aren't abusing the comps. The woman eventually seems to believe you and finally lowers her weapon.
Since you didn't summon your demons even at gunpoint, I guess I can trust you.
Okay, oof, is this... let's try and pump her for some information. Is this lockdown to keep demons in?
You really don't know, do you? Alright, I'll tell you what I can. You're not wrong. The demons appearing is the reason for this lockdown. When the government realized they were using demons, the lockdown plan was approved. It was timed perfectly, so they were all gathered in Tokyo.
Who's they?
In any case, unless the situation changes, no one gets in or out. The surface, the underground, the rivers, even the air, everything's locked down.
But we're human. If you have to lock things in, do it to the demons. And why the entire Yamanote Circle? What madman would involve so many people?
Say what you want, but we're willing to go to extremes to prevent demonic infestation.
But that has nothing to do with us. We all just want to go home. Let us through.
Don't force me to use this.
The woman again raises her gun.
I don't want to, but I'll do it. This isn't a threat. It's a promise. For the sake of Japan as a whole, I won't hesitate over a single life.
The intercom strapped to the woman's shoulder suddenly crackles to life. She fixes her earpiece and starts talking to the person on the other end. All the while, she keeps both her gun and a sharp glare leveled on you.
Akasaka Tunnel. Understood. Action as before. Over.
The transmission ends, and the woman gives a brief sigh before addressing you somberly.
A group of demonstrators trying to pierce the blockade at Ueno were just shot and killed.
Huh? Did you really just say...
I said the SDF just shot and killed civilians trying to break through a blockade. They rushed Ueno Station. 10 fatalities and over 100 injuries. This is... Damn it! Do you understand now? We can't let you people out no matter what.
But...
Look, we're desperate too. You have to understand. Locking down Tokyo was always a hard decision for the government to make. Supplies are low. Without electricity, hospital patients have been virtually abandoned. Thousands of innocent civilians are in harm's way now. And even areas other than Tokyo are facing political and economic upheaval. But all that chaos is still preferable to losing the entire nation to demons! Listen, no conventional weapon has had any effect against the demons so far. We have to find an effective countermeasure, as well as the reasons for their appearance. We must do anything we can to exterminate their kind.
We understand what you're telling us, but if I may, who are you?
I am Captain Misaki Izuna. I'm a member of the Special Counter-Demon Squad, here to eradicate the enemy.
Counter-Demon Squad? Is that with the SDF or the police? If you're a captain, then...
I'm not with the SDF or the police. I have authority over them both at present. Our rank is assigned according to the chain of command as per the mission. Since we're using the SDF's chain of command, I'm calling myself a captain for now. Anyway, there isn't much time left. If you have any information, any at all, I think you should tell me.
Alright, you know what? I have a feeling you might know the answer to this. How about you tell us something?
4 days. Could that be... No, that's not possible. I'll do everything in my power to prevent it.
You do know something, don't you?
I'm sorry. I'm not at liberty to say anything more. Now go back the way you came. Go! Hurry!
So it was the government that ordered the lockdown, because of the demons.
Not only that, it looks like they're quite serious about enforcing it. I don't think they'll let any demons or comps outside the perimeter, no matter what.
I have a feeling we could probably take Izuna, but I'm going to guess there is a serious blockade just past her, and I'm not exactly looking forward to the idea of running into a fire squad.
I think we'd be wasting our time.
Why would you say that, Keisuke?
What? How can you say that, Keisuke?
I'm sorry, but under the circumstances, I don't think we have a second to waste. Think about it. If they were desperate enough to go through with the lockdown, would they allow even the smallest flaw if it meant someone could escape from it? Face it, there's probably no way out of this lockdown.
Damn it! I don't believe this! So, what then? Are you saying we'll never get out of the Yamanote Circle? What, that we're just gonna die? Hell no! I can't accept that!
Hey, don't give up, Atsuro. There's gotta be something we can do. Probably right now we need to focus on surviving Beldr.
Yeah, he's exactly right.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Neither he nor myself said a word about giving up.
Huh? But you just said there's no way out.
Right. There's no way out of the lockdown, which means we have to get rid of their reason for putting it up in the first place.
Wait a sec. Get rid of the reason? You don't tell me you plan to get out by taking on the self-defense force.
Yay, Atsuro, that's not gonna stop the lockdown. Get rid of the demons, you tool.
Yes, there's no way we'd propose something like that. The reason we're talking about is the demons. The purpose of this lockdown is to seal in the demons and the comps that summon them. If we eliminate or neutralize those two factors, the lockdown loses its purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. But how are we going to pull that off?
Now that is a good question. We better start looking for any lead we can get on that.
Yes, our only way out is to think of a way to accomplish this.
I had a feeling it would come to that. But our death clock is down to 0, isn't it? Will this really work?
True. Maybe we should focus on fighting this Beldr demon for the time being. But everyone can think about a way to expel the demons and discuss when we get a chance.
But Beldr's immortal. If we're up against a demon like that, will we have time to think about anything else?
Let's ask around. There's gotta be someone who knows something.
Yes, you're right. If we give up before we start, we'll never accomplish anything. Beldr's a demon. Let's look for people well informed about demons and mythology. If we ask them, we might be able to find out something we can use.
All right, then we need info on Beldr and hints on how to deal with demons, right? If that's settled, then let's hurry and get this show on the road. Come on, everyone!
And with that, a whole slew of events are available to us involving Jin, Haru, who seems to be tied to a battle, Naoya, it's been a while since we've seen him, Honda still has his event, and Atsuro has an event. Atsuro's is actually really important. Jin is in Imotesando, but Atsuro's event is tied to a side quest that on your first playthrough of the game I'd highly recommend pursuing. It's not critical if you don't do it, but Atsuro does have an event on this day specifically that will take up 3 units of time, but once that is done, you'll unlock a certain dialogue later that gives some interesting background. Now obviously we want to take out the battle with Haru first, but I feel like this video has gone long enough. We didn't get any story battles, but we are set for any fights that will be occurring throughout the course of this day. There's only one more demon that I really want to fuse, but we're not the level to fuse him at this moment anyway, so we'll save that for later. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.